Welcome back to Only Here in KC with Connie Gutierrez, and I'm so excited to Hi Kansas City, welcome back to Only Here in KC, and today's special guest, her name is Lupita Vargas, and she is a retailer, she is a retail and she has her own business. But it's not just your ordinary business. There's a lot of culture, there's a lot of different styles that come with it, and I'm really excited to having her here with us. She's also from Mexico, Jalisco, Mexico, and she's here to tell us a little bit about herself, but also her business and everything that comes with it. So help me in welcoming Lupita.
Hello. Hi, Connie.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So tell us a little bit about you and your background.
I am from Mexico. From Jalisco, from the south of Jalisco is a little town, a little village that they are a sugarcane town. It's very pretty. I went to school in Guadalajara. I have 3 kids, and I came here to United States 17 years ago.
17 years ago?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wow.
It has been long.
It has been gone. And you go back to Mexico?
Yes, I go back twice in a year. I try to do it. Okay. And around January and August or October, I like to go there.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your retail shop.
Well, this started really recently. Is around 1 year or one year and a half. I start with this little project that is very important for me, and everything started because I wear these clothes. Then everywhere that I go, the people was just telling me how beautiful the clothes are, from where or where they can get it.
Right.
Then I just have the idea to start to bring in this beautiful and different clothing from the artisan, directly from the artisan in these communities in Mexico, and it's in the way that I start.
Wow, so you started by having your traditional clothing, just wearing it.
Yes.
And then, I mean, it is different and beautiful.
Yeah.
And it just caught the eye of people, and they're like, oh, we want some of that.
Yes, exactly. I can feel the admiration about this, the respect, because a lot of people ask and they admire and respect this clothing, and it's something that I didn't expect. I didn't expect. I just started doing because I love, and then this happened.
Well, it's traditional, and it's something that you can't, you can't go to the mall and get it. You can't go to Target. I like Target, but you can't go to Target.
I know what you mean, yes.
And get it, and that's why it's so different.
Yes, and another thing is this is artisan 100%, made by hand. That is not a mass production.
Okay.
Very frequently is a unique piece.
Yeah.
Then maybe you can order one like this, but won't be exactly the same because can be different persons, different circumstances from the place that the artisans are working, that the things change. It's not always exactly the same thing.
So no piece is ever, it's always one of a kind.
Exactly. I was looking for the word. It's that one.
Yeah, it is one of a kind, and that's what adds more value to it. And because with every hand that makes this type of clothing that we're going to get into, because there's different styles, every person behind it has its own story.
Oh, yes.
And that's the beautiful thing about it.
Yes, the beautiful and the hard things, because the stories, there are that many like the pieces, because these pieces are made for original communities from Mexico. I don't like to use indigenous.
Okay.
I like more the original communities.
I like that, original.
Yes. The natives.
The natives.
We can use that word too. Then all this clothing have not just the stories about the people that made, but the ancestors too.
Okay.
It's techniques and iconography. All the drawing, that
the
you can see,
designs,
the designs,
yeah.
exactly, thank you. The designs are passed generation by generation. Then it's something that really come from our ancestors. The backstrap loom has like 2,000 years. Then there are a technique that has been passed through generations until these days.
And we have a video probably it's playing right now that we'll play of what you're talking about as far as like the actual process of making it.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your motivation, because you're motivated to, you know, promoting and keeping this, you know, traditional clothing alive and sharing it with the world, essentially.
Well, I love my country. I love my culture. I start to know it more when I start using this clothing. Because at the beginning was the beauty, the different clothing, but later when I start to learning the stories is just amazing, and I'm just in love. And I start to wearing, the people start to asking, and I'm happy to share this because it's educated. It's an education because the people doesn't know, or they think that Mexico is just the mariachis, the tequila, the tacos, the margaritas, the Cinco de Mayo. I know, right? Or the blouses that are beautiful, these traditional blouses like shoulder off and everybody wear on Cinco de Mayo. No, Mexico is much, much more of that. There are tens of different communities, and every community have their own history, their own culture, language. Then it's something that I want to share about it.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned educated too, like education, because that's why we're here. I mean, the way we met was a couple of weeks ago, and I went to the Latinx art.
Art foundations?
Yes, a little, the gallery I visited at. And I saw you and I saw you at work, and right off the back, I mean, I could see your passion just in the moment telling me about all this clothing. In like 30 seconds, a minute, you were telling me this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to interview you. Like you have to tell us, because I think it's so important, and I love my culture as well, and you know, my country, my people, and the culture behind it. So yeah, right now us having this conversation, and it's a conversation that we're having, and sharing it with the viewers it's important. It's important now more than ever. I feel like.
I agree. Well, these clothes bring a lot of knowledge. And the communities have too many necessities. There are communities that has been segregated. There are racism. There are poverty. There are communities that has been so hurt because the government doesn't take actions, and the geopolitical problems between the same communities, that hurts too. Then these communities really are struggling. The diversity of all these things, these problems is struggling.
So tell us a little bit about, because that's important, you know, the stories and all, we say the stories, but like really everything that comes with this, you know, the product that you have. So everything and the person behind it that makes it. So tell us a little bit about the people behind it, because you said that you have met these people, you are very close to them. Can you tell us a little bit about them and their story?
Well, I have like 10 years wearing artisan clothing. Then I make a relationship with several of the artisans. The distance has been, of course, a barrier.
A barrier?
A barrier,
yeah.
Thank you. My English is not good. I mean, I'm trying hard.
You're doing amazing. No, you keep going.
Okay, you're going to help me.
Yes.
Well, a barrier the distance, but now with the technology, we can make these video calls, FaceTimes, and they are great people. Then last year, I just went to Chiapas.
Okay.
And I was struggling between go to Oaxaca or Chiapas, but in Chiapas, I have like 3 or 4 artisans which I have a nice relationship. In Oaxaca, there are less. Then I choose just to go to Chiapas because I have more people to meet there.
Yeah.
And was fantastic and very touched, and because one thing is that you see in the news or read the stories about the circumstances and the situation that is happening there, but when you see with your own eyes, it's hard. And then
yeah, when you're there physically, it touches you in a different way other than seeing a video. I mean, a video can portray it, but there's only so much in actually seeing it with your own hands.
Yes, then in these communities, they are regulated by different laws, like customs,
yeah.
Customs laws.
Okay.
Then still they have the child marriage. You mentioned.
Yes, the arranged marriages.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then a little girl from 14, even 13 years old can be just married with that old man for 45,000 pesos. Then they are trapped in these relations that not always are good. Then the embroidery, the collectives that they are making, they are giving them the opportunity to be more independent, more auto management, yeah. And there are several workshops that they are teaching these ladies how to defend themselves, how to charge fair for the work that they are doing. Then is little by little this activity is changing the face and the life from several women there, and that is amazing.
I'm just even speechless because as we're talking about this, what you're doing and supporting what you're doing and these products, I call them products, you know, because they are, it's changing people's lives. And these girls who in, you know, the communities that you're talking about, it's pretty much you're empowering women.
But,
and that's big.
Yes, and I'm a little part, Connie. I am a little part. My shop is very small. They are really women helping women there. I meet them and I admire this person. Then, yes, I'm doing a little, but really, the person that is behind my shop is the artisans. Is their work, is their heritage.
Yeah. I'm
just like a bridge between them and the people that love and want to get some of these pieces.
And support them.
Exactly, and exactly. But they are the people that really is behind this. I'm just a little bridge there.
You are, but you're a very strong bridge because as a woman, you are helping these women, you're supporting their women in so many ways, not just financially with, you know, the products, but also telling and sharing their story, which is what we're doing today.
It's very important that the people know that they are there and they are struggling and they are working so hard and they are growing and learning. That is wonderful. That is wonderful, yes.
And they're wanting to learn, and with the program, and you said that, tell us a little bit about, is it a program that or women teaching women? You said they were educating them how to make them. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
There are several workshops.
Okay.
Then one of these workshops that I admire so much, the name is Malacate Taller.
Okay.
And the thing that they are doing is teaching the women, empowering women. Then some of the products I bought from them, some of the products is more directly with the artisan, and there are like family workshops when it's the mom and the daughter, sometimes the son help too. There are little workshops, but there are different institutions, no institutions, but more like, how can I say, the small organizations.
Okay.
Small organizations that they are trying to help this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more like private thing.
Yeah.
That I have a direct relationship with them, and I do the things the more ethical and fair possible. I mean, if the artisan give me a price, that is the price. For 1 or 2 or 10 pieces, that is the price, because there are a lot of work behind these pieces. Like this whip heel can have 8 months or 1 year to be made, because everything starts, I know.
8 months to 1 year. Tell us about the process. Yes, sorry.
Well, everything starts because they plant the cotton, Then is all the planting and the harvest, and then making the thread.
The threads, yeah.
The threads to waving. Then and these ladies take care for the family, take care for the field, take care for the husbands, the animals at home, and then they start to waving and making this clothing around maybe 5, 6 in the evening until midnight, and get up again at 5 in the morning to start with the day. Then it's really a long process, and this is so valuable. And the people sometimes doesn't appreciate it. Then all this work is behind the pieces.
Because, but with your videos that you share, and we'll be playing them, and the pictures, I mean, just showing that and the hard work that goes behind it. Because honestly, here in the US, we can talk about it and be honest, anything handmade, automatically price tag is like,
exactly,
right?
Everything.
And in our country, it's a little different because, you know, I'm from Colombia, but we can speak with Mexico, that as far as things that are handmade, the value is definitely different than...
Yes, and now with all the big names, the mercadotecnia, I don't know, I'm sorry.
En español.
En español, okay, la mercadotecnia.
Okay.
All this merchandise with big names and boutiques and chain stores, the people value more the name sometimes. Do you what I mean?
Yes.
Then when these clothes doesn't have a big name behind, it's just regular people, they don't value that, and it's sad. It's sad because it's our culture, it's our roots.
And it's time, it's a process.
Time,
I mean,
exactly.
Where else will you find to where I'm growing the material that I'm gonna be wearing?
Exactly.
I mean,
and you know something more that I love about these clothes? I really believe in the energy. These clothing are made around the animals, and some of the ladies are singing or praying when they are waving and making the brocades or the embroidery. I believe in that.
Now you're speaking my language. Because there is energy that comes with it is transferred with, you know, viewers at home, take it for what you want. But there is an energy that you put humans give and love, the singing, the process of doing that. 100%.
Yeah, and then these clothes, I think, I really believe, bring all this. It's the life. It's an individual life that make this, and people with sorrows, with happiness, with joy, with worries, make day by day these clothes. I love that.
I mean, and you said it could take up to 8 months to, or from 8 months to even a year.
This kind, yes.
Right, that specific kind.
Yes.
Let's think about what has happened in one year.
That, exactly.
In the process of making that.
This.
That's huge.
You know, sometimes when I receive the package from Chiapas or Oaxaca, I love to smell. Really, several of the pieces smell the fire, the wood, the wood and the fire, and I just love that smell.
You can smell the natural.
I know.
All the natural products. I mean, it is natural. It's organic. No.
Exactly. This is organic.
Yeah, it's organic.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so we talked about the process of that. Can we, I know you brought some pieces and we have some pictures showing. Can we, you tell us a little bit about each piece? Because I know there's different styles.
In different communities, every community have different things. Well, I love, in Oaxaca, there are a kind of cotton that is from there, from Oaxaca, original from Oaxaca.
Yeah,
and they have brown, like this color, green, white, endemic. I think endemico.
I don't know.
That means is original from Oaxaca. In Oaxaca is grow.
Is that a specific color?
Cotton,
or
yeah. This is the natural color of the cotton. They don't bleach.
Bleach, yeah.
Bleach.
Okay.
And this is a very traditional huipil from San Juan, Colorado, Oaxaca. And it's very controversial, this huipil, because this Australian lady, she went to Oaxaca, put all these ladies to work to making the huipiles and bring it to her store and name it the huipiles caftans, and was her kaftan. She never mentioned the culture or the community. Then we call that
plagiarism.
That is a word.
I know it is a word. I didn't even know you could use it for like
clothing.
Yeah, for clothing, like plagiarizing, like copying.
Yes, they are copying the cultural thing or cultural appropriation. Then this is a beautiful, beautiful huipil from Coyuchi. The name of the cotton is Coyuchi.
Okay.
And is dye, the blue is dye natural.
So it is dyed naturally, that
exactly,
part.
with añil.
Yeah.
Yes. Then this is one of the, I love these pieces. And now, I don't get in legal troubles with the boutique Zara. Zara.
Oh, this is controversial. We are about to, what?
They just
plagiarize or copy?
Plagiarize this huipil. And you can look in the web and you're going to find that controversy problem right now. It's happening now.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I need to look that up. Viewers at home, look that up, because Zara is a very well-known.
Oh, but she's new for that.
Okay.
She's new for the cultural appropriation.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
We will pause on that. We can do a whole episode on that one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. This is made for one of my favorites artisans. Her name is Victoria Martinez from Oaxaca. All the panels are crocheted.
Oh my gosh,
every single panel, everything by hand. These are applications made by backstrap loom.
Okay.
And this has been plagiarized several times for several designers.
Okay.
Zimmerman from Australia too. I don't remember the names, but in my Instagram page I make a post about it, and you can see all the names that has been copied this piece.
Okay.
And this is a creation for Victoria, and she's an artisan from Oaxaca. She's a mother, so kind and happy lady, very hard worker. And I think how unfair is that?
It is. It is.
It's so unfair. And it's no way to stop it. Because it's so hard to register like the rights.
Okay.
It's hard when it's about clothing. It's so hard.
Okay.
Then I think the only way that we can help, not just Victoria, but a lot of the artisans, is be aware.
Be aware.
Be aware. And when we like in the store something that looks like ethnical and we love this style, we can ask ourselves, who has been copied?
Where does it come from? Where does the style? And then, yeah.
Yes. Okay. And start to looking for the original and look the artisans, because a lot of these styles has been copied for different stores and big names. You can believe the big names.
And that's what we want to support. We want to support the original work, where it comes from, because when it's, then at that point you get into mass production, and then at that point it takes away all the stories. It takes away the voice of the women. It takes all that away.
And it's no regulation. It's no regulation that can protect them.
Yeah.
Then just us, like a customers, we can make something and we can make difference. Then I hope something soon can happen. This is a beautiful, we peel from Jalapa de Diaz, Oaxaca too. Everything by hand. It's no print.
That
it's hand embroidery.
Oh yeah. Wow, those are a lot of beautiful colors.
And you can have it in any color. Then you can see here the work, the hand work with this embroidery. And all these are traditional clothing from this.
This is definitely softer.
Yes.
I wish you guys could feel it.
They use rayon.
Rayon?
Rayon.
Okay.
Is the fabric.
Oh, okay.
Then it's cotton, but have a nice caída. Cuando te cae la ropa. It's like a little heavy.
Okay.
Then it's just, I don't know.
So is it a type of cotton, yes. or is it processed like cotton in a way?
It's kind of cotton.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
the kind of cotton is soft and heavy. This is why it's, heavy. And on the top is the embroidery, all the hand embroidery. Then it's so beautiful. I love.
We're gonna need to. We'll add all this little vocabulary that's on there, because I'm like in my brain. I'm like trying to remember that. But no, this is why we're doing this, so we can have this conversation and learn this, because I'm learning as you're pulling this stuff out. I'm like, I don't know what kind of the material that would be.
I love this. I would like to remark.
Oh, is it like embroidery?
No, I would like to make emphasis.
Okay.
And all the designs
that
I am showing, and they are in my store, in my shop, is the designs are from the artisan, from the communities. It's not my designs. It's not my intellectual work. It's nothing like that. This is the work from the communities. The only things that I do sometimes is just change the fabric. I can send them linen, because I love linen. Then I just was thinking, how would be if I have this piece in linen? And then it's the only thing that I can do. Then this is one of the fabrics that I bought and I sent, and they embroidered. Then it's linen.
Linen, yeah.
Linen. Then look, it's so nice, and everything is by hand.
Color and the style. So this will be linen. It's a different type, but the designs and still it's made by hand.
Oh yes, and you can see all the unions. I mean, it's no sewing machine. Everything is by hand.
You can see every little detail.
Yes, exactly. The stitches, every single stitch.
Every little story goes in there. Oh, there.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
and this is just like the top of like the iceberg, because there's so much that
I know we're
gonna have more episodes together. Then we're gonna need to go more in depth about everything and share more of our videos.
I'm ready. You
Okay.
just invite me and I will be here.
Well, next week, no. But seriously, very soon,
Yeah.
because there's a lot, and I feel like this is very important. You know, in a series on it is very important. It is beautiful, but I think the message that you were trying to portray as well, and the importance of where this is coming from, I think it's very important, and it's somewhere where it's time to let people know and educate. Yeah.
Yes, because in this clothing is the culture, is the beliefs, because I like to think this is like a book, because they make the fabric and they just start to embroidering or making the brocades, and everything have a meaning. The original communities have a very deep relationship with the earth, with the nature, with the environment. Another thing that I like to say is these people doesn't worship the body. They worship the earth, the environment, the nature. This is why the clothes are so boxy. If you are looking this kind of clothes, when you can see the shape of the body, you won't find it. If it's a traditional, you won't find it, because they don't care about the body.
In other words, it's not supposed to be like fitted to the body. You know, like it's not going to be like tight jeans or like a tight cocktail dress.
They don't care about that.
It would be, it is what it is, showing off the textiles, the materials, the work.
They, like in this, all the blue is the rivers. The rivers, the plants, the mountains. Then they show their beliefs and the nature from the place where they live. It's the thing that they care. They don't care about to show the body. They want to share their beliefs, their culture, and the thing that they believe. I love that.
Wow.
I know.
They could connect. They connect with Earth.
Connection.
They show us the Earth. There's symbolism behind. Also the designs and their drawings.
Some of the in Chiapas, there are a lot. I think it's the biggest Mayan culture in Mexico. I don't want to be wrong, or is one of the biggest Mayan groups. Then a lot of the Mayan clothing have like diamonds. The diamonds mean the universe. Then you can see all the meaning and the embroidery. I think I have
somebody.
I don't
is it
have
in there?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, but or milpa blouse, the milpa top is the milpa is the corn plant.
Okay.
Then in all the embroidery, you're going to see a line that is the ground. Then the milpa plants with the corn and the flower.
Okay.
You're going to see several stars, the universe, and the embroidery around the neck means the rivers, but means the domes from the church in San Juan Chamula, Chiapas.
Wow.
Then just one piece, and one piece is represented all the worldview from one community. Mexico, we call ourselves the sons of the corn. When this beautiful blouse represent that.
And just one blouse.
Just one piece.
All in one.
All exactly the meaning, the deep meaning, and the respect and what the corn means from the Mexican culture. And I mean, it's beautiful.
Oh my goodness, there's just so much to even unravel from all of this that, you know, we're gonna have to bring in, and we'll kind of show off more of the different styles, and so I will see you very soon.
I think so. I think so too.
So with all of this, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. Really, it's a pleasure. It's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure for having you here,
you.
honestly. Can you share with the community as well just where they may reach you? I know you mentioned Instagram.
Instagram, yes.
But any other social media if you have?
Yes, I use Instagram, Facebook. I have my web page.
Okay.
I think that's it. And well, the name is hard. Maybe I don't know if you can write in some
Yeah,
place.
we will have it if you want to just kind of share your social media.
Soon Clothing.
Okay.
And Instagram or same with Facebook. And my web page is simsonclothing.com.
Okay.
See, I'm right.
We'll write it. Yes.
My English is.
It'll be right here below.
Yes, I'm suffering.
No. What? Oh my gosh. Let's not do. You've been amazing with everything that you've been saying.
My husband said she speak funny because she's not from here. Then I know I'm speak funny because I'm not from here. I said I am from another world.
Another world, right? Are we all from another world?
We are.
Well, thank you so much. And I will see you again, Lupita. I know for sure.
For sure, yes.
I will. Thank you, Kansas City. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you very much. And well, I hope see you soon.
Yes. And thank you, Kansas City, for tuning in again to Only Here in KC, a production by, or through Televida by Exo Films. And I will see you next time.